While Hobby Lobby is getting all the buzz this week, the High Court delivering a major blow to big labor that could have a lasting impact for millions of American workers all across the country. The Supreme Court ruling home health care workers in Illinois can't be forced to pay union fees if they're not in a union. Jonathan, this could be good for all workers, yeah?
Well, yeah, anytime you can get rid of force in America, that's a positive thing. And, Eric, unions have to use it because they can't compete in a free market. So they use government really as a weapon, getting these special deals, special advantages that aren't given to any other group or any other individual. And as you mentioned it, in Illinois, they wanted to get every home healthcare worker classified as a public employee. Why? Because they get Medicaid dollars. Well, you can't be in healthcare without getting Medicaid dollars. So what are unions in today's economy? They're fascist parasites. They only support a free society when they're at the helm. Okay, Juan, the fascist parasites are actually, this is a strike against unions. It may not be a big strike, but look, it may be a precedent that's set so that it expands and expands. Are unions a dying breed?
Yeah, they are a dying breed. There's no question about it if you look at the statistics. But fascist, oh my gosh. You know, unions, remember, they help raise wages for those very workers. That woman that we just saw in that clip before the commercial, she gets higher pay because of the union negotiations. That's why some have agency fees. Go ahead, John.
Well, let me clarify why I use that term. Fascism refers to the combination of private interests and government interests. And you know what? Unions have a 6-time higher representation in the government as they do in the private sector. So there you're seeing fascism in full force.
You know what, Jonathan?
Government
what
and
we're
private
talking
business
about.
in bed together.
Let me tell you what's bothering the American worker this 4th of July is income inequality and the rich and the employers and the corporations ripping people off.
Again, another topic. And Juan, by the way, under President Obama, the income inequality gap has widened. Wayne, stay in the unions for a second.
It certainly has.
All right, so Wayne, stay on this ruling. This is a good ruling for the American worker that's not unionized, is it not?
Yes, it is, and I'll tell you why. To Jonathan's point, we should not be coerced to form or to have to join a union. Why is that? Why that robs me of my freedom of choice? If I'm a worker and I want a job, the union, by the way, I'm a union member. I believe in what the unions did for me. I thought it was good. It was good for the economy. That was a while ago. Now they should be concentrating on creating jobs instead of stopping jobs being created. And that's what the union should be doing and could do, by the way. And to Jonathan's point, instead of trying to get people to not work, try to get people to work. Don't prevent them from working. Don't interfere in the free market process.
Right, Michelle, and one thing that also needs to be pointed out is unions donate very heavily to Democrats. In fact, it's upwards of 90% of all their donations go to the left. So are the unions in business to help the worker, or are they in business to be a political organization?
Of course not. They're in the business of giving money to Democratic candidates and Democratic causes. Look, this ruling is great. It's great for the economy. It's great for jobs. I only wish that it extended to all public sector unions. You know, if unions are so great, Juan, why aren't people voluntarily joining them? Because they know that their money is basically stolen from them and given to Democratic candidates. Isn't it? I don't think it's a coincidence that every highly unionized domestic industry in this country has basically collapsed because of unions, because they drive up the cost of doing business. They're bad for the economy and bad for the American people.
Go ahead,
well, Michelle, at least we came to the point of this. You Republicans just hate unions. You think it's about Democratic money. You have no objection to the big corporations, the Koch brothers pouring dollars into the Republican coffers.
You're always changing the subject here. The Koch brothers, give me a break.
You just said
we don't hate unions. We just hate force.
Yeah, you hate unions. You hate unions. You hate protections for workers.
Force.
You're only on the side of capital.
They drive up the cost of business.
People.
Rich people, Koch brothers.
I could go and watch these. I could watch these two go on forever, but you know we have to get to a commercial break coming up.